Aloha and welcome back, beautiful souls, to this powerful series. We are engaging in a journey around the sun, 0 degrees all the way to 29 degrees, working with the constellation of Scorpio and working very deeply with the planet Pluto and with our subconscious. So, welcome. If you are new to this series, we encourage you to start at the beginning with 0 degrees with the X moment and Divine Matrix video, because every single degree point builds upon the last. So today we are going to dive in to the sacred number 5. Wow, number 5. This is a very powerful number. It contains the codes for the divine matrix of humanity. It's essentially the symbol of humanity. 5 fingers, 5 toes, 5 senses of perception, all for the physical plane. So the number 5 really builds upon, of course, all of the other degree numbers as we have been showing each day. But yesterday we talked about the number 4 and the beginnings of tangibility, right, and physicality coming forth with that earth element. So number 5 is the next layer of that, where we have all of these amazing gifts and abilities and tools to use in the physical plane. And the word human actually has to do with our hands and light. So being light in form, human. It's a really amazing number to work with for manifestation, right? Materialization, creation. And so we reflect upon the qualities of our self-knowingness and our true identity as a unique divine spark of source energy, and then choose from that point, how are we going to create, right? So 5 is really the beginning of our self-actualization, our self-realization, and seeing ourselves as creator beings. That's why we were given in our form the gift of our hands and opposable thumbs to create with, right? So we're coming back to the most pure initial templates of sacred humanity, the golden race DNA potential. So these codons are within every being, and it's up to every being in their mastery to no longer become consumed by the material realm, right? Where we all of a sudden we get lost in the material realm and we lose our contact with source, with God, right? With the divinity within ourselves. And so a really powerful teaching that comes from the rishis and sages and masters of the Far East is that of the Maya. So they would talk about the Maya, which means the physical world that is perceived by our senses. And in a lot of wonderful ancient texts that we have from the Vedas, they would say, beware the Maya, meaning enjoy being in this world, but do not get sucked in and forget who you are, right? Because the physical reality is the most dense. And the invitation is to come out of the mind, to remember to come out of the mind into the now moment and to explore your senses. Each one of your senses can actually be a portal or a temple to unity consciousness. And what's very interesting is the human body, when we look at Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvian Man, right, that anatomical man that he created, that drawing is actually encoded with a lot of divine history about being star people in form. And if you look at the human body in that anatomical position, you can see a 5-pointed star with the head being the point at the top, right? And each of the extremities being another limb of that star. So what's interesting with this is the 5-pointed star starts to bring in the codes, the awakening, the remembering of the codes of the Venusians, of Venus, the sacred feminine aspects in this star beingness. And you will see these stars and this 5-pointed element repeated, whether you're watching the Venus cycle and how she moves through the sky and creates a really amazing sacred geometrical shape. And it's a beautiful pattern that looks like a star or also a 5-petaled flower. So you'll see 5-pointed stars and 5-petaled flowers everywhere. If you cut an apple in half, there's a 5-pointed star in the middle. So it's these little messages, little hints that source has embedded literally into everything around us to remember, to assist us to remember who we are. And so the number 5 is representative of our potential as creators here to tune into and to really explore the motivations behind actions, right? Exploring our intentions and what perception are we coming from? Are we remembering our gifts in a very humble way, as creator beings here on earth? Or are we getting swept up in the material realm and perhaps being used as a pawn energetically for a different agenda than your own soul's contract? So the number 5, very, very powerful to begin to explore our divinity in form, light in form, and to engage in some rewrites as well. Why we're here, what our focus is, like what's the strategy and the game plan for bringing heaven on earth here, especially when there are so many in the different layers of collective consciousness that have forgotten. So thank you so much for joining me for this series. We want to share that it's just so perfect the way that the degree points line up every single day with what else is going on in the cosmos, because there's a lot of intense energetics preparing yet again to assist us. So you could be experiencing a lot of cerebral activity, feeling very mental, exploring but wanting to figure things out. And we always want to invite you to get out of the head and into the body, into the breath, using the senses again as a mystery school, each one of them. So you could just pause and make a meditation with your eyes closed of, oh, what am I hearing right now? And just allow your ears to perceive all of the different depths of sound from close all the way to far away. And then all of a sudden, oh, great, I've expanded the now moment. I'm back in my pure potential again. So remember to use all of your tools from breath to the 5 senses to really come into this now. Aromatherapy can also be very, very powerful. And with the power of our thoughts to choose and to unify. So really checking in. How do I feel emotionally? What's coming up, if anything? Where's my mind? How is my energy today and my physical body today? So that you can return always, always to a unified state. So these times right now, it's like we want to be all over ourselves like white on rice. Pretty relentless in being aware of what frequency we are inhabiting within ourselves. And it all starts with the mind, right? So the mind and the open heart, and then going from there. So thank you so much for joining me today. Wishing you an amazing rest of your weekend. And I will see you tomorrow for the weekly quantum energy report. Also degree 6, which is going to be amazing. I'm very excited about that one too. I'm excited about them all. And we have lots of resources here to support you. And there's a lot of goodies, free opportunities as well, gifted, that we have created in the description box. So thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Enjoy. Namaste. Hey everyone, we are going to interrupt this broadcast for a quick little infomercial to share with you several opportunities that we have to go really deep with the information that we are presenting. And we are going to be spending the next 30 days from the 0.0 all the way to the 29th mastery degree of this solar journey with Scorpio and Pluto, diving deep into our subconscious and really starting to access hidden realms of pure power. And we have this opportunity, awakening the sleeping phoenix, if you are really wanting to go even more deeply with applying this information. Here we have the opportunity for you to access pure, untapped nuclear soul power through what we're calling a form of an energetic detox and a massive subconscious cleanup. We have a couple options here to meet you where you are. So if you're on more of a budget right now, we are offering a self-guided soul tour experience where you can actually download this ebook that I've created, Anchoring Your True North. And this is a star map, a manual for your own self-discovery to support your own awakening process, to connect more with your divine purpose. And I'm sharing here 5 of my favorite systems that I have been using in my own awakening journey that have really taken me to new levels, so new depths and new heights of self-seeing. So this is a wonderful and comprehensive introduction to 5 different mystery school chart systems based on your birth chart, your soul incarnation codes. And it's all self-guided. So I share with you in depth how to pull all of these charts so that you can do a self-guided version if you like. So all you have to do is go log in and create a learner account at the Mystery School site. Details are in the description box below. Click on the True North Compass Guide, and here's some lovely information. You'll start to see how in depth I go with my work. The value that I want to bring is really share a lot of information to support you at these times of transformation. So you can see some of the details here, and to just click and basically get this course added to your your dashboard. Then, if you want to go deeper, we're offering a mastery class, the Phoenix Rising, Pluto, and your cosmic soul keys. And this is a deep dive. If you've ever done any mastery empowerment classes with me, or if you're new to my work, I take you really deep. There's a lot of information in here. We cover so much, and you'll see more when we actually look at the landing page for this course. But this actually includes, for your investment, the full video mastery course, an ebook to go along with it to apply even more deeply what we're covering and explore, and a session with me. For less than the price of one session, you are getting this whole master course and a session with me to review and more deeply anchor in all that we are discovering, all that you are seeing. So I'm here to serve as a sacred mirror for you in this process. When you go to the landing page, you're going to start to really get an idea of how comprehensive this class is. So I'm sharing a little bit about how astrology came to me and my journey, going over the benefits of this class, which some of the most important things to note is this is about embodying your Phoenix Rising key codes and really taking our power back from stories, fears, anxieties, and so on, and an in-depth exploration of your gifts and talents, professions, and also reviewing what you mastered in past lives and what you came here to master for this cycle. And that's just one aspect of the class. We cover a lot. So you can go to the landing page to see even more. These are the systems that I discovered over time, digging more and more and more deep to be able to recognize myself and to trust my service mission and so many aspects of this. And once you purchase this course, I will get notified and I will reach out to you to schedule your session. So thank you so much for checking all of this out, for joining me for this little commercial, and welcome to the Mystery School too. It's fun to share that with you, and we'll get back to the program now.